Louisville starts 2 weeks before the world-famous Kentucky Derby Run for the Roses horse race, the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. It takes place each year, the first Saturday in May. Louisville resident and Derby enthusiast Laura Wells joins Jenifour Jones at the festival for 2 weeks of wacky events.
It's Friday night before Derby Day. There are dozens of parties all over town. Laura and I have been invited to the A-list of A-list Derby parties, the Barnstable Brown Party, thrown by the Doublemint twins. It's a deal. Anyone can buy a ticket for the party. Anyone. It's a charity benefit. But the tickets will set you back $1,500 if you can get one.
Most unusual party because it's actually in someone's home. Nothing seems to be moved or rearranged for the event.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Lee.
On the street in front of the house, ropes keep back the crowd, waiting to catch a glimpse of celebrities arriving in Hummer stretch limos as the night falls.
The party hostesses, the Barnstable Brown sisters, a.k.a. the Doublemint twins. At least they were the Doublemint twins years ago.
Southern hospitality at its finest.
Ladies and gentlemen, Serena Williams.
Louisville never sees more action than it does at Derby time. At 10:30 on any night of the week, much of Louisville is pretty sleepy, with no celebrities in sight.
It's Saturday, the day of the Derby.
It's $50 a day on Derby Day.
Really?
Yeah.
And how much do you bring in on Derby Day?
We park about 30 cars.
In this little lot, 30 cars?
Yeah.
In front of Churchill Downs, I ran into Woody, the official greeter for the racetrack, and full of compliments.
Me, I'm ready to go in now.
All right. And I must say, darling, you look as fine as a hair on a frog's back, and that's mighty fine. Mighty fine is all.
What was that phrase? As fine as what?
Fine as a hair on a frog's back.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. That's such a compliment. Right now, I'm going to buy general admission tickets. They're $40 a piece, and they'll basically get you into Churchill Downs. You can go to the infield with them and the paddock area, and that's about it. Right here's the paddock area. This is where the horses come out, and you can look at them and decide who you want to bet on. Hey, everyone. Hi. Okay, so these are for third floor. This allows us to go to the old part of the racetrack, which are the outdoor boxes, and then this one allows us to go to the director's room where some of the directors and the celebrities will be.
In the first place we want to go is right here, the infield.
Infield's probably one of the wildest places in the United States, including like Bourbon Street or Spring Break or anything. It is really wild, as you've seen. Really wild. It's like descending into hell in some ways.
We have something happen.
Hello. This place is crazy.
How you doing?
No one's throwing things at us so far. Sometimes that happens later in the day.
Now right here is where we made a big mistake, but you'll never guess what it was. My mother, a 50-year veteran of the Derby, warned me about this, and I share her advice with all the viewers. Never eat downhill.
Where did they come from? We are going where all the adults are. You need to have seats, civilization, and there will be lots of drunk people in the grandstand too, but they'll be a little bit better behaved.
And so we were off to the clubhouse. To get there, we had to pass through many gates and areas, each one a step up in status and, of course, price. First, we went up to the third floor in the grandstands where tickets cost around $500. It was crowded, but the people were relatively well-dressed, some ladies with derby hats, and it seemed relatively safe terrain. Then a man opened a door for us, and we knew we were entering the promised land as we entered an elevator full of men in expensive suits and women with even more expensive hats.
The door opened, and more women with hats entered. I knew then we were going to be all right. We exited the elevator and walked through a spacious wood-paneled corridor with paintings of horses on the walls. We were in the clubhouse dining room. Waiters scurried around, serving cold drinks and fine whiskeys to the Derby elite, watching the race on television sets. Then we entered the inner sanctum of the Derby. The place fairly reeked of expensive cigars, a class refuge reserved for high rollers. After my experience in the infield, I was wondering if I was on the same planet. So we're here right now in the
director's room where a lot of the horse owners are here. A lot of people really connected with the race are here. So it's very exciting to be here. It's very nice too. There's a nice bar over here. People are sitting down. It's really, really nice room to be in and a very hard room to get into. But we got in.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. Okay, I want to bet $2 for number 8 to win. Oh my God, I did it. I did, Barbara.
To win.
To win. To win.
Anything else?
That's it.
That's it? Well, good luck.
Thank you very much. It feels very nice to have a winning horse. It feels very nice to have a winning horse, even if it was only $14.